EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the LA Chargers. Joey Sly, the kicker, stands ready. And we are underway here in Los Angeles. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. Now he's able to break through one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. Carter eluding the pressure right. They'll get this complete to Calvin Austin. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. We know that he can get first downs with his arm and his legs, Charles, and there when he gets outside of the pocket, the defense has to account for both, and he's able to complete it for the first.
And he's very comfortable outside of the pocket. Some quarterbacks, that's not their thing. For him, that seems to be the #1 asset to his game. Gets out into the open field, things seem to break down the secondary a little bit, and he picks out the right target.
Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and a yard. They run. First carry for Damian Harris. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. Back to throw. Carter dancing to his left. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Trey Palmer, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Broncos are on the board first here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. The yardage numbers for him just keep piling up for his career. He's now toppled, Charles, the 11,000-yard mark.
And just think about that. For most NFL running backs in their career, it feels like if they get to 1,000 yards, they've had a nice little run. He's over 11,000 yards, probably beyond his wildest dreams.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. The Chargers had 10-5 to start play. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
On second down, here's Herbert. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
That's out wide for Palmer. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Mixon with a first down carry. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Mixon. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Now a first down carry for Harris. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
You're not liking the look. They'll change the play. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Being chased out left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. Harris running straight ahead, and he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Looking to throw. Carter. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They'll give him 4 yards there. 3rd and 7 now.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Here's Carter to throw on 3rd down. Steps away to it, and he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it, and when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
Out of the gun, Herbert. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now it's Herbert. Rolling to his left. And that is incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
On is the Chargers punter now. KJ Hamler deep for the Broncos. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM that always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
Mixing up the middle. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Back to throw is Carter. Looking to throw on second down. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now Carter from the gun on 3rd down. Flushed out right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out, but his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
Open man, it's Palmer. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A gain of 39 that time.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Now they'll change things around before the snap. They'll give it to Mixon. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Another try for Mixon. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
This offense on 3rd down today, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and goal. Mixon will score. Touchdown, Broncos. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 21-0. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy. And
coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Here's a 2nd and 8. Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 34-yard line. Here's Herbert. Flush to his right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Here's Herbert. Forced out to his left. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. A shotgun snap for Herbert. That is caught, and he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling.
But with the score where it is, you're not thinking field goals right now. You need touchdowns. So that was a much-needed conversion there on 3rd down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll roll him out right. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. Back to throw here, Herbert. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. A great effort there. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Chargers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with a 21-7 lead already in their hip pocket, probably not a time to get too creative or inventive here. We'll see. Carter now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. Oh, poor decision there, and it's going to be intercepted.
So first thing across my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Second and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. One incompletion, two incompletion. They're going for more.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Herbert off of play action. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to take possession here at their own 33. Week after week, we're seeing plays like this from him. And I think he's in line. We've discussed it before for NFL Defensive Player of the Year.
And a big reason why, I think, is because of his ball skills. And that's something that, for guys of his position, they've talked about it for years. They've done the drills. But they've really increased it in recent seasons because of the offense have gotten so good. He knows how to take the ball away. That is huge for a defender.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Carter. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the third quarter?
Point after, right down the middle. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. And no fireworks. To start the half, this will be a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this. There he goes, left side, inside the 20. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. This is a counter play. Eckler. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. From the shotgun, here's Herbert sliding out of the pocket. And his throw here's incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On is the Chargers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. And the tight end goes in motion left. The drive will commence with a run by Mixon. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down and 8. They fire this one quickly to Austin. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
Carter on 1st and 10. Buying time to his left. And this is taken in by Hamler for a Bronco touchdown. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
There's a nice pickup right there. And after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Herbert throwing again. On the move to his left. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. On is the Chargers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this is recovered by the Chargers. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. That penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. On 1st down, Carter. This pass caught by Hamler. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Another great throw there, and we talked about him when he broke the single-season record. But that last completion, CD, that puts him over 6,000 yards passing on the season. Just unheard of.
Brandon, there was a time not long ago when 3,000 yards was the gold standard for quarterbacks. He's doubled that. If more people come along like him and hit that type of a number, if you throw for 3,000 yards, you're in danger of losing your job.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Well, yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. A draw play for Mixon. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now a 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Carter. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, these defensive backs have been getting torched all game long, and finally, a small measure of revenge here. That time the coverage downfield is excellent, and they're right there to battle for the football and force the incomplete pass.
He finds Austin complete. And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
So now on 4th down, Sean Payton's going to turn it over to the field goal unit. Right hash mark of 42-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good. So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Herbert now. Eluding the pressure right. And this is caught by Williams. And he's going to be brought down right there, so nothing after the catch as he's dropped it to 42. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Well, still in the 3rd quarter here. Now, you look at the scoreboard, that deficit probably a little too much to overcome, but completions like that may be something to build on for future weeks.
Yeah, it's all about ending things on a strong note here, isn't it?
On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Broncos are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Boy, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Here's Carter throwing to start the drive. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. So the incomplete pass there, but the roughing the passer call bails them out.
Which means you have to stay on the field on defense longer because you've given the offense free snaps, not to mention the free yardage after that mistake.
On the give, this is Harris. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. Veteran running back like him, we've seen a lot of those chunk carries in his career.
And that's why you don't just look at his birth certificate and decide when a guy is done, right? Because you know as well as I do, in this league, as soon as you hit 30, they're looking to let you go if you're a running back. Sometimes there's a little tread left on the tires.
18 Randall.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 41 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back to throw is Carter. To throw on second down. And incomplete. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. The drive stays alive, a third down gain of 8. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. In motion left goes Sutton. Now Carter from the gun on 3rd down. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 18. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They hand this off to Harris. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Harris. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That play gets them 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described. Manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage. They're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Damian Harris, he has career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Broncos look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Point after here coming up. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard. But that is not the case as we play on here. Herbert has it knocked free. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion left. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there. And they'll go backwards right away. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. After the penalty, it's Mixon. Shreds the tackle. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. 48 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Now a 2nd and 6. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow. And this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
And they take a knee. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. And they will take a knee here. And on 4th down, they come up and take the knee. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed, it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Pat Surtain, and they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
And now what the heck is this? A punt formation from the red zone? And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. The Charger drive about to get going. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got a man complete. A big play there for L.A. 42 yards. Well, this game, it was well in hand early, never really in doubt. Charles, you and I do so many games together. There's so much parity in the NFL, a lot of close battles. This was not one. Tip your cap to them for a really impressive effort.
Yeah, and you know, as the game went on, I think the defense kind of got together and said, you see our guys on offense, they're just putting up point after point. We need to leave our mark somehow, too, and they did it, pitching a second-half shutout.
So for Denver, the victory gets them back to 500, 8-8 on the year. So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From Southern California, so long, everybody.